start, like most makers, coloring, drawing, painting, cutting and pasting, like all children. I moved on to building, making, sometimes even breaking things, in an attempt to make it better. It wasn't always successful. Sometimes it was much worse, but I did it. There was a time when everybody was a maker. It was a necessity, it had to be one. More and more time went by, and not everybody had to be a maker. You could just buy what you needed, or you could have someone else make it for you. But there was still the opportunity to make things. Some would step up and make things that you needed. Grandfather made a booster seat to allow his children to sit at the dinner table. I remember the seat. I sat on it when I was a kid. And now, there's a third generation of vertically challenged, hungry toddlers sitting at the dinner table today. It's still around. My grandfather was a maker. Chances are you're a maker too. We've heard that. It's possible, right? About a year ago, a little more than a year ago, I started a business, unknowingly stumbling into digital fabrication. Those that are not familiar with the term digital fabrication, it's the process of taking digital files and making those into real world. What I was doing, but I was very intent on doing it. In this business, I added machines that I was unfamiliar with. I added software I'd never used before, all in an attempt to make things for people that would come to my store, allow them to be involved in the process to make something, to build something, personalize something, and take it home with them that day. We think it might be the first retail digital fabrication studio, so we called it MiniFab. We made things with wood, cork, leather, acrylic, and aluminum. Things like iPhone cases, USB flash drives, wallets, clocks, lamps, just whatever tickled our fancy, things that we thought were interesting. And apparently some of our customers agreed. So someone would visit us, come to our shop, want to make something with us. We would use our 3D printer, maybe our laser cutter, or our CNC mills to fabricate these products just for our customers. It's been pretty wild. It's been pretty exciting. Pretty challenging as well. And it was a great opportunity for me to take a lifelong habit of making and parlay that into a business that I like. It was fun, it's creative, and I got great satisfaction from other people that were enabled to make things. Maybe they weren't doing it as hands-on, but they had an idea, and we would help them arrive at that idea. Many years ago, before I got into digital fabrication, I was always into design. And so making that transition from designing things, art, painting, drawing, and make it into a real tangible object was kind of a natural progression. But maybe 5 or 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this, to start this business. It just simply was not affordable. The machines that are in our shop are, maybe 10 times At one time, they were 10 times the price of what we're purchasing equipment now. These 3D printers, these open source mills, or even our laser that we have in our shop. And so it wasn't accessible to someone like me. I wouldn't have been able to start a business. So with the advent of some of this open source community, the makers tinkering in their garage, making things at a local maker space, pushing ideas forward, sharing those ideas and pass them along free so that someone like me could come along and say, what a great idea. Let's take that and run with it. So now we're able to do that as well. And anyone can do that. There was a time, though, that someone who wanted to get into digital fabrication, wanted to make things, wanted to build things, that required expensive software, expensive machines, and we talked a little bit about that the open source community has pushed that along, and we're able to now enter into digital fabrication. This has been called by many the third industrial revolution. It's a time where anybody can be empowered to put a mini maker workshop in your dorm room, in your garage, in your office, at home in your kitchen, wherever you like. Make whatever you want. It's wide open. It's probably one of the first times ever that we can say that. Imagine the impact that this will have on manufacturing. Imagine what impact that would have on people who call themselves makers, rapid prototyping, things like that. No longer will you have large factories far away shipping things long distances in mass quantities, hoping that you'll buy it. And whatever we don't use, we're going to throw away in a landfill. So imagine a mini factory, and there are lots of them, where you can make whatever you want, exactly the way you want it, whatever color, whatever shape, just exactly for you. No waste or little waste. You're not shipping it. It's immediate. You can go get it. You can make it right now. Download a file from anywhere, wherever you're at. Print it out. It's all right there. There are lots and lots of resources, and it's all available instantly. So, if you wanted to do this, it would be very easy. There are lots of resources now to purchase materials. There's lots of resources to learn how to use equipment. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in digital fabrication. To be a maker, you can just make whatever you want. If you used to be a maker when you were a child and you moved away from that, it's never too late to get back into it. You could pick up right where you left off. You could learn how to weld at a local makerspace or community college or trade school. You could find an old industrial sewing machine, learn how to use it, make a cover for a boat, whatever you like. How about planting a vegetable garden and making a composter out of scraps for that garden? Just make it. Now is the opportunity, and it's available to do whatever you like. It's a great way to embrace a maker movement, to embrace makers and integrate it into your life and into your community. It's a tremendous opportunity for all of us, and it will push forward how things are made. It's a great time to join the maker movement, if you like. It doesn't have to be digital fabrication. So there's a point where you could say to yourself, I've tried all these things, maybe it's not for me, I'm not a maker. Well, chances are you probably are, and we know that, right? But it's never too late to try something else. Maybe that's outside of your comfort zone. Maybe something that you had never considered before. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to learn something that inspires you and adds to your life, those around you, and your community. Learn to make something, enjoy the process, and take pride when it's finished. Enjoy the end result. It's a great opportunity for us to make anything almost anywhere. So it's in our hands now, and I hope that you will think of something that you too would like to make. Thank you.